In this video, we will see how to write code for the diagonal difference. And initially, we will go look into the what they given. So first of all, they are given like a square matrix, and we need to calculate the difference between the sum of its diagonal. Not a normal difference, absolute difference means like we need when the value is coming from like a negative side, we need to calculate, we need to convert into a positive. Then is like a modulus. Absolute means modulus. And the diagonal means they have already mentioned it is a square matrix, means a n cross n matrix. So the diagonal values are 159 and 9 sorry 359. These are the diagonal values. So we need to sum these diagonal values, and we need to calculate absolute difference. And they are mentioned about we need to complete a diagonal difference function in the editor below. They are given means they are given a diagonal difference function, and we need to complete the function to find out the absolute difference. And yeah, this was a return statement. That one was the return statement. And we need to get the first line. I mean input, I'm talking about now input format, like what is they given in the input. And to based on that, we need to find the absolute difference. The first line contains the single integer, and it represents the number of rows and columns in a square matrix, like means it gives the size of the matrix. And next they given the matrix. It was the next line describes a row array of I, and consists of n space separated integers array. I mean it is a matrix given, and the constraints given is -100 to 100. The values in the matrix, it should be fall in the -100 to 100 only. Between these only these the values are present, and we need to find the absolute difference. And they give one sample input. When you want to go through this, you can go. So you can see 11 5 minus 12 are the diagonal from left to right, and 4 5 10 is the right to left. And now we can write the code. First of all, we need to declare two variables, like a left, because we need to find from left side to right side. So I am declaring two variables, and I am initializing that value is the variable value initially is 0, and next one is right. Now to iterate this matrix, I am writing a for loop now. Yeah, the n value is they are already given. They have mentioned here the first value is n. So I taken the n value. Like you have checked here, it won't will be there. But when you see main function, here is they are mentioned about n. So I've taken the n value, and I have used here to iterate. Like up to I'm iterating the length of the, I mean size of the matrix only. And I'm finding the left diagonal value by writing code logic. Now you can see I'm writing the logic. I will explain all the thing at last after executing this code how it works. And also I will check how one more way. It is a logic is same, but it's a somewhat different type, like differently I will writing the code. Sorry. Yeah, the iteration of loop is completed. Now I'm returning the absolute value. Yeah, I have completed, and I am now executing the code. Oh, sorry. We need to give plus, like just assigning the values. We need to every time we need to add the value for the previous value. I didn't did for earlier. Now I did for that. Yeah, it's executed, and I also check with your test cases. Yeah, you can check all the test cases passed. Now I will explain the code. Initially I have declared the values, I mean the variables, and assigning the for each variable to 0, and have iterated the whole matrix by up to the length of, I mean size of the matrix. And for each and every time, like each and every time I'm adding the value adding to the previous value. And this part is like I will explain now. ARR of I means ARR of I means the zeroth row, and ARR of one more I will represent the zeroth column. And initially you can check it. Initially the value of I is 0, and I'm taking the 0 0. You can check it 0 0. This is the whole value. And for the right diagonal you can check it for 0th row, and second n minus 1 means 2, and I is 0. I mean 2 0 2 0 2 means 0th row first column, sorry 0th column first column second column. This is the value. You can check it. After that in the second time is the this I is 1, and the value of I is 1 1, and it will represent the fifth value. And for the next time it will the value I of 1, and n is 3 minus 1 2 2 minus 1 is 1. So it will also represent the 1 1. It also represents the 5 here, because the here the 1 is minus 1 I am reducing because the indexing will starts with 0, but here the n is size of the matrix, so I am reducing the value 1. And one more way we can write this code, like I will show you now. And sorry, this for loop also no need, and no need to initialize the variables initially. Directly we can go for the initialization. Like the same way for the right diagonal also, so that's why I'm copying here. So I'm changing the logic here. Yeah, the code is completed. Like you can check it with running. Yeah, and test cases also you can check it. Yeah, all the test cases are also passed. So you can write as like you want, but you need a coding knowledge somewhat, and you need to understanding of the question. Okay, then finally you can subscribe my channel.